Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It's another day. It is September 21st, 2024. And I was thinking of this video and I said, how am I going to do this video? Because, at one point, I'm like, man, I really want the burns. Another point, um, you know, there's some people in the community saying, hey guys and girls, there's some people have USTC stuck in these protocols, and maybe we should give them a 30-day notice or a 60-day notice or 90-day notice to claim their USTC and from these protocols before we burn the wallets. But like I said before, they've had 2 years to do that. But also, yes, I do agree that we should have Happy Caddy Crypto should have gave them a 30-day, 60-day, or 90-day ultimatum proposal to claim their rewards or claim their assets um, in the Anchor protocol or the Mirror protocol, and after the time limit is up, then everything is burned. I think that was the right way, and I made that. I already said it in the video as well. I thought that was the right way. That's why I didn't have a problem with Christopher and others voting no. Right? I had a problem with no with veto. I didn't have a problem with no. If you watch that video, if you watch those videos of me complaining, I had a problem with no with veto because it's not a scam proposal. And I thought it was going to hurt us with the 1.5% burn tax if we do that, right? And so no would be reasonable. That's fine because I even said in the video, Happy Caddy Crypto should have done a 30, 60, or 90-day proposal of claim your assets or we burn them, right? So, and he didn't do that. He just put the burns out. So this one actually did pass by the skin of its teeth and it's already been burned. This one passed as well, barely. But on the validator side, it said that it failed. On here, it said it passed. On mobile, it said it passed. So, and when you look at the score, it did pass and then it had a glitch in it. I think somebody sniped it. I think one of the validators, either a validator or a dev member or whatever that didn't want to see USTC burned, because they don't want the repeg and they don't want it's short squeezing or whatever the case may be. They when they saw this one burn, they quickly went in there and sniped this one and made it malfunction, in my opinion. So I don't know what's going on with this one. This one hasn't been burned yet, but it did pass. It did pass. Looking at the numbers on mobile and a desktop version, it did pass. For some reason, on the validator side, it failed, and that's why it hasn't been burned yet. So if that's a glitch, and I think somebody did that on purpose. Somebody that knows blockchain did that on purpose to stop it from burning. Is that a good thing? Yeah, probably. Probably it's a good thing because maybe some people are going to want to claim their USTC from the Anchor protocol or Mirror protocol, right? And if you don't burn it, then you can at least, if we haven't burned it yet, which we haven't, and they can prove that they have these assets, then we can use these funds to pay the people that want their assets back. So it is a good thing that we only burn this one and not this one, because now all the people that want to claim their assets finally from Anchor Protocol or Mirror Protocol, which is not going to be a lot of people. Most of them have left the community, don't even care, don't even know what's going on in the community. They hate Do Kwon, they hate the community, they hate what happened, and they don't want nothing part of to do. Maybe some people, maybe most of them probably left cryptos because of how devastating the crash was, right? So I will say maybe 1% will actually, if we put a claim out, 1% will actually want to claim the rewards or want to claim their asset. But we do have this one here still that got glitched or got sniped that hasn't been done yet. So we could actually release some of those funds to those people that want to claim their USTC and others. So that's that. So it was a good thing that this one burned, but it was a bad thing but it was a good thing that this one didn't burn. So this one burned and then this one didn't burn. So that anybody that wants to claim their assets, we can actually use this one. Since it got sniped or glitched, we can use this one to do it. Now, if this one actually goes ahead and burns because it did pass, and there's some type of glitching going on in the validator um, results, then we can just use a community pool, right? If people can show the dev team, the KYC dev team, L1 dev team that they actually have their USTC assets in these protocols, then we can supply them with their assets through the community pool. Okay, so that's one way that we can do it. So we are here. So we are here. So somebody let Christopher know that Christopher and others that were complaining about this. If somebody does want their assets, we can either use this one here that hasn't burned yet, and if it does burn, we can always use the community pool. That's why we're growing the community pool, right? The community pool is there to for stuff like this. So when we can, if somebody wants their assets and needs their assets and it can identify themselves that they do hold those assets, they can receive it through the community pool. Okay, so that's one way. All right, so this one did pass, and you see it's green as well. It did pass. We saw it pass. Both of them pass with the skin of their teeth, but they both did pass, and they both should have been burned. Somebody sniped this one before it was able to burn. Somebody did something to that. I don't know who was it, but somebody, one of the validators or somebody that knows blockchain very well, sniped this one to not let that one burn. All right, but that one burned though. So okay, and then this one right here, proposal to improve the GOV module mechanism by BLV Labs, KYC, and Christopher has a problem with this one because he says that only one person, or I think only one or two people are KYC'd in the BLV Labs, and the rest of them are not. And so he's saying that he's going to vote no on this one, and he wants everybody to vote no on this one because only one or two people are KYC and the rest of the team are not, and he wants the rest of the team to be KYC as well before we can give any funds. Okay, so that's legitimate. If that is the case, I don't know if that's the case or not because I don't know. You guys tell me if that's the case or not. Let me know. And if that's the case, then yes, we everybody needs to be KYC to be approved on this on the governance proposals for money. All right. So if you want money or if you want to a proposal approved to go ahead and do things on the chain, you need to be KYC. Right. So one person and then the rest of the group are not KYC is not going to cut it if that is the truth. Right. So I don't know if that's the truth or not. If you guys know more information about that, let us know and we'll provide it to the community. All right. So yeah. So if you're not KYC and you're trying to work on the chain, that's going to be a problem for approval. So we'll see how this one passes. If people jump on the no bandwagon now, and interesting that nobody voted no with veto on this one, but they voted no with veto on these two. And it's interesting, right? So nobody voted no with veto on these ones either. So these are not scam proposals, but this is not a scam proposal either. So that's what I'm so confused about. Why did people vote no with veto on these two, but hasn't voted nobody has voted no with veto on these? It's kind of interesting. And then somebody said the other day that yeah, Christopher hates the repay. And I'm like, well, I hate the repeg if you're talking about a algorithmic what is it algor how does it say how you say it algorithmic if you're talking about if you're talking about like a systematic repeg to $1 and then you have to hold it in place by using different algorithms and stuff, right? And yeah, I don't want that. That's what failed last time. That we don't want that, right? That's why everybody's so nervous about Tether and stuff and USDT and all these other ones, right? So I don't want that. We want a we want a buying pressure repeg, right? We want a buying pressure repeg that USTC just has buying pressure and burns, and it starts to head and it goes valuable. It goes up into the 30, 40, 50 cents all the way up to a dollar on it with buying pressure and decreasing supply. That's what we want. We don't need a algorithm repeg and stuff like that, market module repeg. Those things are we don't need that. We those things fail, and we don't need that. We don't need that here in the queue. We have too many enemies to have that. We just need a buying pressure, decreased supply repeg. That's all we need. So I actually agree. I actually agree. It is. I don't want that. I don't want that type of repeg either. Anyways, let's go here, and you can see that it did get burned there. So the new supply here is 8 billion, 8,190. All right, so we'll check out what the circulating supply looks like here in a second. We're not under 5 billion yet. We're close, all right. So we're about to be under 5 billion, and I think once we're under 5 billion, I mean, who doesn't believe that we can get this thing up to like 30, 40, 50 cents after this thing is under 5 billion, right? So I think we're going to start believing. We're going to start believing like crazy. We believe now after that big burn, right? So, but I think after once we get into the fours, we're gonna start believing like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing USTC burn parties and all type because we're literally at the last stretch, right? So, 4 billion, a whole community, we should be able to get that. We should be able to get it from 4 billion to 1 billion in 6 months or less. Like, let's be real, right? We should be able to do it in 30 days, but we understand people's financial situation. So I think we could definitely do 4 billion to 1 billion in 6 months, in my opinion. And so I think we can repeg in 6 months. And let's let it go for repegging by April 2024, right? So I mean 2025, excuse me, April 2025. I think is a legitimate shot of repegging. We still have TFL that's going to burn another billion. Another billion's coming. It's going to be burned, right? So I mean, the work is already done for us. Like, let's go, right? 35 million here in burns, and okay, man, we're coming down a little bit here on staking, but 15.5% there. And then let's go over to the price. Here's the USTC up 2%. Okay, this thing should be up massively right now. You just burned almost 800 million tokens. Like, this thing should be skyrocketing right now. All right. Okay, so yeah, we should be skyrocketing. You just eliminated that many tokens. That's crazy. Okay, now it wasn't from here's the problem. It wasn't from the circulating supply, and that's the problem. So that's why we're not skyrocketing right now because it wasn't from the circulating. You see, the circulating supply is still the same because these tokens were not from you. These UST tokens were not in the circulating supply. Okay. So now the ones that TFL has, right? With the some of the wallets and stuff, and then we got the Shuttle Bridge wallet, and we got all these other wallets and stuff that they have. And it's over a billion. Some of them are in the circulating supply, and some of them not, right? So the whole goal is to get that circulating supply or that total supply all the way down though to what I mean. But the circulating supply we want to at least back to a billion, but total supply maybe 3 billion, 3 billion, right? So I don't know. So maybe 3 billion total supply, 1 billion circulating supply. I think we'll be just fine if we had something like that. So that did not come out of the circulating supply. That's why it stayed the same. It came out of the total supply, right? So those tokens were not in circulation. All right. So that's why we haven't seen a big move here. But either way though, man, I mean we're at 0.018 right now, and we just reduced the circle. We just reduced the total supply by a massive amount, so that's pretty good. All right, so let's go over here to LUNC and see what's going on. And 5.702 in circulation, 6.7 trillion in total supply. All right, and we're up 1%. Nice. And go up here. Let me see. Do they even show that? No. Okay, so Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, let's go to the yearly chart. You can see that we're trying desperately here to break out, right? We're on the cuffs of breaking out. How we know that? Because we're doing higher highs. I mean, we're doing higher lows. So here's your higher low. Well, this is a low. That was, and then we had a lower low there, so I'm not sure. But if you just take the bottoms and not consider this a low, you just take the bottoms here, lower low, and then a lower low, right? So then at some point we're gonna break this resistance, this downward resistance here to the upside, right? And so that should put us somewhere in here, and then the next level up to that 3 zeros and 5 area that everybody wants to unstake at, you know. And then we have Luna 2.0. 39 cents, same thing. Bankruptcy case has been confirmed, and they're allowed to settle with all creditors and fines, and they're and to end operations here for Terraform's lab, right? So that's good. So now Do Kwon and CZ getting out in 8 days, plus Do Kwon, plus Donald Trump on his platform, and all, you know what I mean. The three amigos are ready to go, right? So, and I told you guys that the three amigos will strike back using cryptocurrency. Look what Donald Trump's doing, creating his own platform and stuff. CZ's about to create a whole bunch of stuff. Do Kwon's talking about doing stuff, right? So here we go, right? So I mean, what are the odds of that? How did I know that? You know, how did I know that 2 months ago that this was going to happen? And I told you the months that was going to happen, right? I told you it's going to be August and September. How did I know that 3 months ago, 2 months ago? You know. Okay. Anyways, that's what's going on with that. Let's go here and let's go to someone's like he's talking to. Does he talk to Donald Trump? All right. So 1 billion removed from circulation. All right. And then we have a lot of people burning lung tokens here. Nice. Nobody burned USTC today. Steak bin is and steak in. I always get those two mixed. Remember, I used to get those two mixed up because they both look the same. Steak bin and steak in, both at the top here with Vegas nodes. Okay, nice. All three of them over 200 million added, and then auto stake lost 1.5 billion. Wow, I don't even know what it's like to lose that much staking. Jeez, man. Whew. I'm not a validator, so I would never know, right? But here is the nobody's in jail, so here is the stuff here. The validators missed signatures, only 16 today. Nice. We're back on track after the upgrade. So, and we're also back on track with KK Validator missing a ton of signatures there for some strange reason. They can't fix that for some reason. Somebody helped them out. Somebody reached out to KK Validator and helped them out to not miss all these signatures, man. All right. Anyways, let's go up here to the validated wrap up the video. Been a great video. We had a massive burn today on the total supply of USTC, and we have another billion. We have another 46 million that could be coming because the proposal did pass. So we have to figure that out on why it's glitching on the validator side, and then we have TFL going to burn another billion or more USTC coming as well. So just absolutely craziness, mayhem, and it's gonna be fun to see those tokens burn. Okay, and like I said before, anybody that wants to claim their assets in the Mirror Protocol or Anchor Protocol, hit the development teams up, or just contact Happy Caddy Crypto and or anybody, and then what we can do is as a community we could put we can put a proposal up for 30 days that anybody wants to or let's say 60 days or 90 days. If you did have assets in there, you can retrieve them through the community pool. Right? I think that's a fair thing to do. Right? I think that's fair. So we'll put up like a 90-day. Somebody can do a proposal, maybe Happy Caddy Crypto, and for 90 days, anybody that had assets in those can claim them through the community pool. Because I think only like 1% or less are going to actually claim the rewards or claim their assets. So Mirror Protocol, Anchor Protocol, if you had USTC asset on there, you have to show proof, clear proof that you had assets on there, and then we will provide you through the community pool. I think that's fair. So let me know what you guys think on that. Shout out to everybody for participating in that. And yeah, so anyways, community coming together for that. A lot of differences, but you know what? That's what makes the world go round. It's different people having different opinions, differences. I hate when people have differences and then you unfollow and you go to other places and unfollow people from there, and it's crazy. Like people have differences, guys and girls. Godly, like every time we have differences, like you see people unsubscribing from all types of YouTube, Patreon, Telegram and Twitter, Instagram, unfollowing it. Like, come on, man. Are we grown or are we not? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people can have differences and people can work it out and people can talk about it, man. Why you don't see me doing that, right? So like, man, we have differences, great. Like, who gives a why do I have to go to their Twitter and unfollow them? Or why do I have to go to their Patreon unfollow? Why do I have to go to their Telegram and unsubscribe? Like, that's crazy to me that people do that. It's- okay, we have differences, but we all have the same goal on becoming billionaires in lung still. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy how people overreact to videos and what people say. It's crazy. Man, let people be able to argue and hash it out like men and women. Like it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, we don't agree on this and this and this, but I do agree that we should have gave them 30 to 90 days to claim their tokens and then burn all assets that weren't claimed. I do agree with that. You know what I mean? And we can still do that right now, even though that we burn the asset because we have a community pool. So anybody that wants to claim their assets needs to go to the development team, prove that your assets were in Mirror or Anchor, and when the community should be able to, give you your assets through the community pool. I mean, it's that plain and simple. Speaking of community pool, look at this. I just went completely to the upside. So we have the funds here to help people out. So anyways, that's it. Peace out. God bless. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.